The word àihào serves two main functions in Chinese. First, it is used as a noun with the meaning of hobby or interest. This is the most common usage. It refers to a specific pastime or activity you enjoy, such as reading, sports, or traveling. You will often see it in the structure my hobby is, 我的爱好是. Second, it is used as a verb to describe the action of being fond of something or having a strong penchant for an activity. It is slightly more formal or specific than 喜欢, to like, or 爱, to love. àihào is composed of two characters, I, to love, and hào. Note that while good is pronounced with the third tone, 好, when this character means to be fond of or to like, it is pronounced with the fourth tone, 好. Let's explore how we can use àihào in a variety of contexts, ranging from simple statements to more complex descriptions. 我的爱好是看书. My hobby is reading. 我的爱好是看书. This is the standard way to introduce a hobby using àihào as a noun. The structure is subject plus 是 plus object. Notice that the object here is actually a verb phrase, 看书, reading books. In English, we simply say reading, but in Chinese, we usually specify what we are reading. 看书 literally means look at book, which is the standard verb-object phrase for reading. 他有什么爱好? What hobbies does he have? 他有什么爱好? Here we use the verb 有 to have. Literally, this asks, he has what hobbies? Unlike English, where we might say, what are his hobbies, Chinese prefers to use the verb to have. This is a very common way to ask about someone's interests in a conversation. 我爱好唱歌. I am fond of singing. 我爱好唱歌. Here, àihào is acting as a verb. You could say 我喜欢唱歌, I like singing, but using 我爱好唱歌 sounds slightly more formal or implies a deeper interest. 唱歌 is a verb-object compound. 唱 means to sing, and 歌 means song. Even though it translates as just singing, structurally it is sing a song. 我最大的爱好是打球. My biggest hobby is playing ball. 我最大的爱好是打球. We are using a superlative here. 最 means most, so 最大 means biggest. When an adjective modifies a noun, we connect them with 的. So the biggest hobby means the 最大的爱好. Note, 打球 literally means hit ball. It is a generic term used for any ball game played with the hands, such as basketball, tennis, badminton, or ping pong. 你爱好开车还是走路? Are you fond of driving or walking? 你爱好开车还是走路? This is an alternative question using 还是 or. We are offering the listener a choice between two actions, driving, 开车, and walking, 走路. The structure is subject plus verb plus option A plus 还是 plus option B. 我不知道他的爱好是什么. I don't know what his hobby is. 我不知道他的爱好是什么. The main sentence is I don't know, 我不知道, and the object is what his hobby is, 他的爱好是什么? In English, you have to rearrange the sentence to say, I don't know what his hobby is. In Chinese, you simply stick the normal question, 他的爱好是什么, right after I don't know, 我不知道. It literally translates to, I don't know his hobby is what. You don't need to move any words around. 我的爱好是学习，他的爱好是玩。My hobby is studying, his hobby is playing. 我的爱好是学习，他的爱好是玩。This is a compound sentence used to compare and contrast. It creates a clear parallel structure. 学习 to study and 玩 to play are normally verbs, but here they act as nouns. This fluidity is common in Chinese grammar. Note the word 玩, the R at the end indicates the hua sound, which is very common in Beijing dialect to make the tone sound more casual and colloquial. 我们班的同学都有很多爱好。The classmates in our class all have many hobbies. 我们班的同学都有很多爱好。The subject here is the classmates of our class. Because the subject is plural, we use the adverb do to emphasize that this applies to everyone. 他的爱好是工作，他觉得工作很好玩。His hobby is working. He thinks work is very fun. 他的爱好是工作，他觉得工作很好玩。This sentence links a fact to an opinion. The first part states the hobby. The second part uses 觉得 to feel or to think to express his personal opinion. 好玩 is an adjective meaning fun or amusing, literally good to play. 你最大的爱好是做什么？是去商店买东西，还是在家看书？ What is your biggest hobby? Is it going to the store to buy things or reading books at home? 你最大的爱好是做什么？是去商店买东西，还是在家看书？ The first part asks generally, doing what, and the second part offers specific choices using 还是。买东西 literally means buy things. This is the standard phrase for shopping. Note, 在家 comes before 看书. In Chinese, the location, at home, must come before the action, reading. 他告诉我们他的爱好是跟家人一起吃饭和说话。He told us his hobby is eating and talking with his family together. 他告诉我们他的爱好是跟家人一起吃饭和说话。We see the grammar point 跟什么一起, which means together with. The structure is 跟 plus person plus 一起 plus verb. You cannot say eat with family, verb preposition. You must say with family eat, preposition verb. This example emphasizes the social aspect of the hobby. It's not just eating, it's the company that matters. 我的爱好是去中国饭店吃好吃的菜，你也去好吗？ My hobby is going to Chinese restaurants to eat delicious dishes. You go too, okay? 我的爱好是去中国饭店吃好吃的菜，你也去好吗？ The phrase 好吃的菜 means delicious dishes, literally good to eat dishes. We use 的 to connect the adjective 好吃, good eating or tasty, to the noun 菜, dish. The sentence ends with 好吗, a tag question used to ask for agreement or make a suggestion, equivalent to okay or shall we. 我的爱好是学中文，我觉得汉字很好看，也很好听。My hobby is to study Chinese. I think Chinese characters are very good looking and also sound very pleasant. 我的爱好是学中文，我觉得汉字很好看，也很好听。Here we see adjectives formed with 好, good, plus verb. 好看, good to look at, meaning beautiful or good looking, and 好听, good to listen to, meaning pleasant sounding. We have successfully covered the nuances of the word àihào. Here are some of the takeaways. First, while you will most frequently use it as a noun in the phrase my hobby is 我的爱好是, do not forget it can also be a verb expressing fondness. Second, you have learned how to link àihào to simple nouns like singing and complex phrases like going to a restaurant to eat. Third, we practiced using modifiers like biggest, 最大的, and location markers like at home, 在家, to make your sentences richer and more precise. As next steps, try to write down 3 of your own hobbies using 我的爱好是, my hobby is. If you want to challenge yourself, try adding 跟什么一起, together with, to say who you do these hobbies with.